Hi friends, I learned something new this week. They say I learn something new every day. Well, I did learn something new this week, the other day. I learned that this is detergent and it's used for white and colored clothing. In our washing machine, you put a certain amount in. I also learned that this is not for colored. It's for whites only. I learned a lesson. I didn't know that. And because I didn't know that, we now have a full set of psychedelic towels in our closet.
I learned something new this week too. When the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel tells us to stand in the gap, he doesn't mean to go down to the mall and loiter in the Gap store or even the Gap Kids store, though I did manage to get a nice sweatshirt out of all of this. In Ezekiel, he says, I looked for someone among them who would build up the wall and stand before me in the gap on behalf of the land, so I would not have to destroy it. But I found no one. What a powerful verse of Scripture. But also what a sad commentary of the condition of Israel, chosen by God to be as the nation that would bring in the Messiah of the world. Israel was God's chosen people. He blessed them. He protected them. He delivered them. He gave them the most beautiful land in the world. And in return, he got rejection. He got compromise. Sometimes I wonder if the church reminds God of Israel. All gung-ho from the beginning, but now we seem to have settled in. There's an apathy. A satisfaction has come about. As some say, this church is supposed to change the world. But sadly, in the process, the world has changed the church. There is compromise. The very people that are supposed to usher in the second coming have begun to question it. The validity of Scripture has been challenged. And why? The world looks too good. After 2,000 years, the dust has settled, and it may not be so bad. But just as God was looking for a man to stand in the gap, I wonder if he's making that same call today. Who will stand in the gap? Who will stand in the way of sinners, offering salvation? Let it be today that we've settled in our hearts and minds that we will do it. So what does it mean to stand in the gap? Come this Sunday at 10:45 and find out.